No, is it recording?
It's recording.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, one word for you guys. We are happy to meet you in Nairobi.
Imagine.
I saw you in your video.
Our
you are in
auntie,
South
guys.
Bay.
This auntie.
So I had to look
You
for
say
you.
you don't live in Nyabohanse, you need town too much.
Yeah.
But you know town is smell too much sewage.
A lot of it.
Careful. Be careful. Yes. Guys, my name is Mayuguno. This completion no service here is Manganga Woodworking. Simba Manwar, you're not under somebody. I'm the one, guys, I have a two culture, Luo with Kuria. So you know this Luo, I like drama. Kuria, I like drama. But me, I'm a small guy. So no problem. So we are here in Nairobi and I'm so happy to meet my aunt here. He told me, Mayuguno, at least say hi for people. Me, I greeting you guys to say God is not vegetable. The guy we appreciate every day, giving her life. I eat, I sleep, I dream, but Nairobi dream is not come the same.
It's not coming.
Dream will come in Nairobi here. I dream village only. Everything is the village. So I shock and I say thank you guys. God bless always for supporting me on my channel. Guys, go support my auntie here from Team Marwa to the world. Imagine. So we are in Demo for them from Nairobi, biggest city in Africa. It's not to say where, in Africa. You need to see Europe. Here in Nairobi we have. You need to see village. Here in Nairobi we have village.
That's everything.
Yeah, everything. You need to see people you don't have a tooth. You can walk like a mapengo. You know? Here in Nairobi. So thank you guys and always, I say support my aunt here to taking
5K.
5,000 subscribers, guys. Support, helping him to redeem of him. Watch till the end. We are here like Europe, but something we found here, Africa is not cold. So it's hot, yeah? And everything in Nairobi is hot. You can touch energy hot, water hot. So
Everything hot.
everything is hot. It's hot. Imagine it's not hot.
What?
Thank you guys. God bless you so much.
So we'll see you tomorrow, my
Yeah, tomorrow we
Yes.
meet.
We
Always
meet tomorrow.
YouTuber.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are
Look at-
coming.
I fear to be here because this is a glasses of alcohol only. So you can smell only
You
already
can get drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
no problem.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I have my brother here, one of the wonderful brothers.
Yeah.
Studio. Today we are going to give you a tour of our workshop. This is where we prepare our materials, where we prepare everything. This is where we do our prefabrication for our materials before we go to the site. So I'll give you a tour of the machine we have. So this is our workshop. This is our workshop. The light is enough. There need to have some more lights. So we have machineries here. Maybe we will start here. So this machine, this one is a panel saw. A panel saw. Yeah, it's called a sliding panel saw. Or some people call it a table saw. Sliding panel saw. You can see it slides. So it can carry a very big board. We put it over here. Then you just slide and cut. This is the blade. This is the blade that cuts the board. So this machine uses two blades. The reason as to why it uses two blades is because it needs to do a very clean cut over here. So if you use one blade, the big one alone, it will cut clean on the top, but the bottom side will not be clean. So the small blade always cuts on the bottom. That's why it cuts there. Then the big one will cut through. So it will come out clean on both sides, so that when you are doing the edge banding, the both sides are clean. So this is a panel saw. It is a high precision panel saw. It uses millimeters to measure. So when we cut every board, it has to come with a measurement. Each piece must have a measurement. So if we want to do a cabinet, first of all we do what we call a cutting list. So first of all we come up with the design for the kitchen. So we come up with the design for the kitchen to determine how many drawers we need, how many doors do we want, how big is the high level, how big is the low level. All that has different sizes of pieces of board that you will join together to come up with a cabinet. So those cabinets, they have, some has drawer face, some have some sides, some have shelves. All those pieces of boards, they come in different sizes. So those different sizes, we have to do the drawing first on the computer, determine the size of each and every piece of the board that will go into the kitchen. Then we do what we call a cutting list. After we do a cutting list, then we will come up with the measurements on the stickers, and then we will cut each board with each size. So here we have, this is a kitchen we are preparing. So you can see all these boards are different sizes. You can see these are different size with its measurements. These are different size. These are different size. So if you get these measurements wrong, when you go to the site to start assembling, the kitchen will not be complete. Because this board, if I cut it slightly bigger with 2 millimeters, that kitchen will not fit. So you have to be precise in millimeters, if you know what millimeters is.
Yes.
So that's why we call that machine, it's a high precision cutting machine. It doesn't lose even 1 millimeter. It is very high precise. So that is what we use for cutting. Once we cut these boards, the boards come in this size. They are normally big like this. This is a 4 by 8, 4 feet by 8 feet. So we cut them into small sizes, and then after cutting them, you see after you cut, this is the inside, this is the color, because the board comes in different color. You can see this is the gray, this is white, this is white, this is brown, this other one is dark gray. So those different colors will also determine the kind of edging that we are going to use here.
So
For each board, you have to get the same color for the edging to put here, so that once you do this, it looks the same. You can see this is gray, this is a gray lipping, so this is white. So we use white lipping. So if we cut a brown board, we will use a brown edging or a lipping. So they come in different colors. You can see all these, they come in, every board has got its own lipping, yeah. So this machine here, it looks so big, but it only has one job in this workshop, just to edge band the edge.
But it does it neatly.
Neatly, yeah,
So
you can see,
perfect.
the way it's done. It's very smooth, yeah. Cutting. Yeah, it's smooth. And if you notice, this lipping is, when you put it here, it is bigger than the board.
Yeah, it overlaps.
Yeah, it overlaps on this side and on this side. So this machine, once it sticks the edging on it, it has a blade that trims on the top and another blade trims on the bottom. And then
So the work of this machine is
just to stick we call it an edge bander. So the only work it does here is just to bind the rods, do the edge binding. So I will demonstrate to you how it does. Let me get the piece over here. Yeah, so you can see this is this board. This is how it looks. It's gray. This is where we have cut. So we want to edge bind this area. So we come here. This machine uses what we call hot glue. The glue is granule. I will show you. But you have to melt it. So we have to warm the machine up to 200 degrees temperature so that the glue can melt. When it's melt, that's when you can start off the machine. So you switch on. This is the belt, the conveyor belt that pulls the rod. Then we have this. This is the trimming blade. The second switch is for the trimming blade. Then the third switch is for the buffing, parts. So once you do that, this is how our board looks like. You put it here. Oh, there's one thing I've forgotten. I'm supposed to. Okay, I'll show you. It has not edged. Why? Because it uses hydraulic. To pull the lipping and also to cut. So you can see, because I did not put the pressure, it is not edge lip. So we have to put the pressure. That's why we have this machine here. pressure is on. Where is my boss? So we will do it again. The first time it is not expand because there was no pressure. Let's see this time. So it's cleaning. Bottom cleaning. Then the surface from the other side. Ready.
Wow, very smooth.
You can see.
Very smooth. Cuts the edges.
Yeah.
The extension.
It trims, then it buffs. Yeah. So when you go on the other side, I will show you how it works. We need to come behind here. Camera. Then this is the buffing part on the top side. Then it has another buffing part over here for the bottom side. So it cuts on the top and the bottom, it buffs on the top and on the bottom. Then it's done. It's very fast. This is very fast. This is how it looks.
It's very fast.
Yeah, very fast. So that's the. It has 7. So we have another machine, this one here, we call it a spindle molder. We use this machine to make panel doors, you know panel doors. It makes doors like this one. Yeah, panel doors, so it makes doors like this one. But this machine, it has more than 100 functions. So you just change this head, you remove this head, we put another one, we remove this one, we put another one. More than 100 heads can go here. So they will give you different
results.
Different
It
results.
is the one that does the
The
drilling.
spindle molder. It shapes here, it molds. It also does the doors. We use it for making panel doors. Yeah, panel doors. So this one has a lot of work. Yeah. Then we have this big one here. This one we call it thicknesser planer. It's a planer thicknesser. This one is for making wood smooth. So we do it like this. inside here. If it pulls, when it goes to the other side, it will be very smooth. So just smooth it.
What do we call randa in English?
Randa, it's a planer. So this is a big planer. It's a
Now
big
I'm
planer.
seeing this later.
Yeah, it smoothens the wood. When the wood is rough like this, we put it inside here.
Know the measurement.
It has a gauge here. If you want 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, but mostly you just use a tape measure. When you get inside, you just take the tape measure like that. So from there, we have actually this one. We showed you our first machine where it uses these blades. So these blades, when you use them for a long time, they get blunt. So this is the machine for sharpening. So this machine is a universal sharpener.
Can sharpen anything.
It sharpens this blade, and it will also sharpen the blade for the plane.
Okay.
So you just change this head, then you can sharpen the blade. So it's a universal. It sharpens every machine that we have here. It can sharpen.
So
universal
that
sharpener.
is its primary work.
Yeah, only
primary work
it's only work is just to sharpen. Yeah, they look very bulky, very expensive, and they just do some small jobs. Jobs
this-
that if you didn't have them, you cannot run the workshop.
Yeah.
So we didn't have this machine, we cannot operate that panel. Because once you cut like 50 boards, the blade is done. You need to sharpen it.
This shows how organized you are.
Yes.
So, yeah, and this one here is, we call it this is a band saw. A band saw, nowadays we cut with the CNC. I've been saying I'll show people CNC, I've not shown them. We have it. So when we finish here, I'll take you to where the CNC is, I will show you. So to cut a perfect circle like this, you do it with a CNC machine, it cuts round. But before the CNC came, we used to use this band saw here. This one. So this one, when you want to cut round, it has a blade here. You just draw a line down, then you just pull it here. You just make it like this, you cut like this.
So that used to be a tough work.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah,
It needs a lot of concentration.
You need to have more skill.
Yeah.
You might make a mistake.
Yeah, once you do your line here, you just be patient, take it slowly and just follow that line. It will come out perfect. People are doing that.
Where you put it on.
Yeah, it has, this is the switch. Then you just step here, on and off. Can you use this?
Cut leaves, like
Yeah,
I've seen this in Twitter.
This is what they use in the butcher. Yeah, but a smaller one. Now this is for wood, this is big. But they have a smaller version for cutting. But even this one is big. Even your fingers will all these machines are very dangerous.
Yeah, they are.
You're cutting and you make a mistake and your finger went through like this, you won't even feel pain.
Because it's so
You
quick.
won't feel pain if it cuts you.
You'll feel
And
pain later.
sometimes you will not even notice.
Wow.
We had a case whereby in the industrial area, a guy was cutting the boards, then he cut himself and he didn't know. So he was doing like this and it's like, hey, he's feeling some wet because of the blood. When he looked like this,
The neck is not.
so it's very fast that you don't feel pain.
What?
So
Can't
we only
imagine.
allow trained personnel.
You,
people
I was
who
going to
have been
ask you,
trained.
like, because I'm saying, like, your machines really need trained personnel. So I
Yeah,
wanted to ask, not everyone can do
not
this.
everyone can operate them. We train people to use them. We teach them the precautions and everything, and they know how to handle them. So if you come there and you're not sure, it will easily cut you. So we only have people who are trained to use them. We don't allow anybody to touch it. We have not trained them.
Okay.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
Safety first.
Safety.
Yeah.
Tell us where your
Workshop is found.
workshop can be found. Maybe someone will be interested.
Our workshop is in Risambu, along Lumumba Drive, and our WhatsApp number is +254 723 773898. So if you can call that number, you see why we have not put why we have not advertised this workshop is because most of the jobs we do here, we do in-house jobs. Yeah, or we do our projects. So we get a project, we get a project to do. So that's why we are not advertised out there.
Yeah.
We get our own projects. So we go out, we marketing, get the jobs, then we do it ourselves.
But it is.
Anybody who wants to come, get the furniture or have something done for them, they can always get it on that number.
So I wanted to ask you, how did you start up with this idea? How did you come up with this idea?
This idea?
It's
I
not
don't
easy.
know. I don't know.
Maybe you can share with us.
Okay, what happened is I used to do interior renovations, getting contracts and working. But now, when I used to do that, we used to start with small projects. So when you start with small projects, you don't have too much work. So when we started getting big projects, I realized that when we do a project, maybe it's a aluminium and glass project, we have finished the project and we have so much material remaining. So all those materials, they used to go at waste because I cannot take them to my house and I didn't have a store to store my remains for my projects. So how I came up with this structure, first of all, this was a store.
Yeah.
So we used to do our projects and all the remaining things we would bring them here because we will use them in another project. So if we do tiling in your house and the tiling remains, we keep them here.
Okay.
When we get another project, we use the same tiles. If we do glass, if we do aluminium, if we do all those things, the boards, everything that remained, because before when we started getting big projects, we started having so many materials left on the site and the client doesn't want them on the site, so we have to remove them. So what we used to do, we used to sell them at a throwaway price because you need to sell it now. You don't have somewhere to put it. So we came and took this space as a store. Yeah, so when I took this space as a store, I was just walking somewhere in industrial area and I saw a planner. Then I was like, if I bought this planner and put it in my workshop, I can be doing my own woodwork. So that's how I started. So when I was looking for this planner, funny enough, God guides people. I found a guy who imports these machines from the UK, and then he told me, I can get you a planner, I can get you a spindle, I can get you a bandsaw. So he got me this bandsaw, this planner, and the spindle. Those are the first machines in this workshop. We got them from the UK. They are ex-UK. So we brought them here and we started using them for our woodwork. And then just like that, I got another project and I happened to travel to go to China. So when I went to China, when I went to the factory, just the way God guides you places that you didn't even plan. So I walked into the factory that sells this machine. Because initially I used to believe they are, sometimes before you see something, you believe it's very expensive.
You shy away.
And it's true, here in Kenya they're very expensive. So when I went to China and asked the prices for this machine, I was like, these machines, if I can work very hard, I can buy them. So I told, how much do you sell this? They told me we sell them at this much. I had some little money, so I paid for the deposit. After paying the deposit, so I bought this machine, this one, and that one at the same time in China. So I paid them a deposit, and then the remaining part I just paid slowly. When I finished paying, then they shipped them for me. So when they shipped them, so this is when we started full time now doing our production in the workshop. But before we brought these machines, this work that you see here, we used to take it to industrial area, to other people who have the same machine to do it for us, and we used to pay them. Not even tiresome, it costs you more.
It costs time and money.
So right now, we do the same for other people who don't have the machines. They bring their boards here. In fact, the interior designers and contractors, they bring their boards here, we cut for them. After cutting for them, they go do their own project. They pay us the services.
So, in short, for example, if you have clients, maybe a job that you're working out of Nairobi, your shop, do you close your shop or does the shop,
This one.
there are people
Quite close.
managing it?
we have different team. I was at Marwa how many? 2 months.
That is why I'm asking the question because
I was at Marwa 2 months. The workshop was still running.
okay.
Actually, from the time I went to Marwa, I've never stayed here for 1 week.
Wow.
Because when I left Marwa's place, I went to Kampala for 2 weeks. I came back. I went to Kitale. I came back. I went to Busia. I came back. Last week I was in Kitui. I am back here. The next week I'm supposed to go to Kitui to finish up the project. The following week I'm supposed to go to Kampala for 2 weeks. So I'm just... but we have different personnel running each every department.
So how long have you been in this business or in this career of interior
The
design?
question that everyone asks. I guess.
We guess.
So many years.
5 years,
I can say 15 years.
15 years,
Something like
15.
that. Over
Yeah.
10 years.
Not
over
less
10
than
years.
over 10 years.
So that is
I
from
just say over 10 years.
10, 28.
Actually, for you to set up something like this, you need to have experience. You need to be exposed. You need to know what you are doing, because you can buy these machines and still they will not give you, because you can buy this machine and just stay here and nobody will
Wait
bring
for
you
clients, no one is coming. You need
So
to
at least you need to have connections. You need to have. You need to know people. You need to have. At least you know a few people that will bring you business so that the machine can operate and be able to pay for the workshop, the
And even maintenance.
and even the maintenance of these machines are very expensive.
They
Like that one blade I showed you. So those 2 blades I showed you on this machine.
Yeah.
Those 2 blades, that one set, you buy 2 of them, the big and the small. That set is 20,000.
Wow, 10-10.
10. And if by any chance someone makes a mistake and goes there to cut a wood that has a screw
a
inside,
screw
Or a nail.
A
that
nail
blade is expired
done.
instantly.
So you buy
So
another one.
20,000 goes down the drain.
So, I have a question. Do you face any challenges? And if yes, how do you overcome
Yeah, challenges
them?
like those. I buy a blade today for 20,000. Tomorrow it's normal. Someone just came
And how about
decided
now with the clients?
challenges with the clients. Yeah, we
yeah.
have challenges. There's no any project
Every
that doesn't have
profession
problems.
has its own.
Yeah, we get challenges with the client. Sometimes you go, you sign a contract, you tell a client we are going to finish your job in 3 weeks or 1 month. Then something happens. There's no power here for 2 weeks. We lose 2 weeks. Maybe the guy, the technician who was supposed to handle that project is sick. He didn't come to work. He's the one who did that project. He knows to handle ABCD. It doesn't come for a week. The project is delayed. Sometimes there are so many things, so many things that come. So sometimes the delay of the project. Sometimes you finish the project, then the client does not pay. So you start.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
Those are so many cases.
And
Those are the most cases.
individual, like when you are starting up, to some point, do you feel like you have to end or you discourage? You know, when starting a business, this is a business, I believe. Huh?
Yeah,
So at first, when you started, you some point like you want to give
Before
up.
you do anything, first of all, you have to calculate. You must have point A and point Z. And when you are doing your calculation, throughout the calculation, you have to be positive and say, I have to make it. But at the back of your mind, you must have
An option B.
a closure that this thing can flop.
Yeah.
Then you must have plan B. If it flops, what do I do? That's how you manage
Yourself and business.
yourself, because if you take out your money and put it here, then it flops, and you didn't figure out if it flops, what do I do if it flops? Then you get into depression. When you get into depression, then you cannot come out.
You lose everything.
So when you're doing anything, just be positive, trust in God that it will work. If it fails, know that God has allowed it to fail, and try again. And try again and again and again and again until you make it.
For the sake of okay, let him ask. Sorry.
Okay, so I wanted to ask, with these lots of experience that you have, how do you deal with clients who don't want to pay after the job, with the experience you have right
Just
now?
talk to them nicely.
Oh, really?
Nice to them.
Talk to them. Because even the court will not help you. Yeah, most of them have more money than you are.
Yeah.
And if you go the court process, you must have money. So just talk to them nicely, beg them, like them, some will not pay at all, but that guilt conscience will always be with them. So I've had those cases whereby I work for a client, he never pays. He knows he never paid for me, but down deep their heart they know I did a good job, so they will always refer me. Yeah, even without knowing, even without me knowing.
Yeah.
But later on I will come to know, oh, so and so referred. So whenever I come across a client, because those clients who don't want to pay you, they do that intentionally. Someone who wants to pay you will always try. If it's 100,000, he'll give you them 10. Yeah, there are those who just say, I'm not paying and I'm not paying. So, and then another thing is, if someone owes you money and they don't have any intention of paying you, and you see completely they don't have any intention of paying you, just go over it and just move on. It will help you heal, because if I owe you 10,000 and I promise you to pay tomorrow and I don't pay, I promise you to pay the day after tomorrow, I don't pay, I promise you 1 year down the line, you'll be always hoping that I will pay, so you're not working hard to get that 10,000 elsewhere. You're just hoping that I'll pay at the weekend. So when I don't pay, you get depressed, you get frustrated. So another week comes, I don't pay, you get more frustrated. But if it happens 3-4 times, you can always get. Being in the industry for a long time, I have known. When a client doesn't want to pay me, I will know. So I just go over it, I forget about it. I'll be reminding them just once in a while to see if they react. But I already moved from there. I'm elsewhere. I'm getting other projects, I'm doing well. But if you keep on waiting for them to pay, you get depressed. You get a lot of stress, you get stressed up, and you cannot move on. Because once you know that there's nowhere I'll get 10,000, then your mind starts thinking of how you can get 10,000 elsewhere. But the moment I know you owe me and you'll pay me over the weekend, my mind is focused on that 10,000 on Saturday. So if in your heart you have an intention of not paying me, then that's a depression to me.
Personally, I'm a victim of that.
When it comes to interior, we will do your grills, we will do your tile work, we will do your glass work, we will do your cabinetry, we will do your ceilings, we will do your paint work. So basically, when you have a shell of a house that is already done with the contractor, will come in, we give it back to you when it's complete, it's ready for occupation. We even do furniture, so we can even furnish it for you. We even do soft furnishing. We will go buy for you the duvets, buy for you and decorate the house for you. So that's what we concept does.
Concept interiors.
Concept interior studio.
Very
soon you will see us now building completely, doing the foundation
from the scratch.
Like iammayuguno.
Thank you so much.
That's so nice.
So
Thank you
I
for your
wanted to also like ask you in terms of profit, how is it? Is it profitable enough? Because I feel like it is something that really gives you good money. Maybe you can
Good
say
money is relative.
secret agenda.
kinds of machines. Let me tell you, this is money. Millions. in
Secret
this workshop.
agenda.
Is it a secret
That one is
agenda?
secret agenda.
Maybe you can
But what I
roughly
can say-
estimate for us.
What I can say is
Yeah.
that profit is relative. Profit is relative. Because if I made 100,000 today and my wages is around 70,000 maybe for today, I'm only remaining with that. I don't have that 100. And I need to pay rent for this workshop. I need to pay so many other things you need to pay.
Pay your personal
So, you know,
bills.
the more you have, the more you grow, the bigger the responsibilities you have, and the more you spend also in the project.
So I also wanted to ask you, do you also do it international? In case someone tells you, I want you to come and, not in Africa or somewhere else, can you also do that?
It depends on when you say international, because some international engagement will be expensive. What I'm sure I can do internationally is I'm a consultant. I can do consultancy. That one I'm sure I can do.
So you just check
anywhere.
consultancy.
Yeah, I can do consultancy anywhere. I can come to Uganda. Uganda, I can do a project. Tanzania, I can do a project. East Africa, we can do a project because we can access very easily.
It's closer.
But now, let's say like a country like in Nigeria,
Flying out,
maybe
yeah.
South Africa, maybe outside Africa, maybe for consultancy. Because even taking the workers from here
quite expensive.
Flight
That's
ticket,
expensive, yeah.
it will be more expensive to import that labor from here to there.
So unless the client is willing to cater
Pay.
for,
Yeah, to
Cater for
pay. But you see,
everything.
most of the people here don't have passports, so that's where you start.
yeah,
You start, you need a passport, you need this, you need
Yeah.
this,
all that
ticket.
involves money.
East Africa is easy because you can do a temporal permit when you cross the border. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much. We
That's so nice.
Yes.
we
So-
really appreciate and personally.
Let me say this. We wouldn't end this video without telling Marwa thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
He is our link.
Yeah.
Connected us all.
So
See,
destiny
today,
connector.
today I was with Mayuguno, Masto, Sejo,
Yeah.
that is Nyabohanse team.
Yeah.
We
And
spent
also
the day
like
yesterday we were with Vinny and Lenny.
Mokias.
With Mokia came here. Mokia has also done a video here.
Okay.
And this other Rasta guy is called
Oh, I don't know the name, but I
Nomad.
Nomad.
remember.
Nomad.
the
Nomad.
Saka. Yeah, Nomad the Saka came with Mokia. So you see, we are becoming one big family.
One family, yeah.
Promoting each other. So I like that. So Marwa,
Thank you so
big up.
much.
And I think Marwa has something that brings people together.
Together, in
Because
a
I've
way.
seen YouTubers in Nairobi, but I've not seen them do what we do.
Yeah, we are so close
Yeah, I've
together.
not seen them do what we do as Team
There's that
Marwa.
favor.
Yeah.
In Nairobi, we have so many YouTubers, so many of
So
them.
many. Actually, where we were at Tatu City, there are so many.
So Marwa, big up. He has given us a platform and he has told us not to be selfish. Yeah, to support each other.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's the one.
Thank you very much.
So,
Can
the
you
last one?
shout out to your channel?
So my shout out to my phone.
Yeah, maybe you should give us,
Did
show
I-
us your
I
channel.
had my phone is charging.
Yeah, bring it.
I didn't make a video because I made a video with Mayuguno, I've made a video with the Mokia, I've made a video with, so what I'll do, I'll just do a shout out to you guys. I know when you go out there, promote in concept interiors.
Yeah.
So guys, this is my channel in concept interiors studio.
Yeah.
Hope they can read it.
Yes, they can read it.
In concept interior studio. Can you see?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Interiors.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
You can see it is. So that is what we have used for the seat is a pocket spring. We call them pocket springs.
Oh,
Pocket?
Yeah, pocket springs.
Yeah,
It's a
these
spring,
ones that
spring.
coil.
Yeah, pocket coil spring.
Okay.
Pocket coil spring, that's what we are using for the seat. It makes it very comfortable. And then also on the frame inside here, we have also used zigzag spring. Yeah, those are zigzag spring. And then another thing is after pocket spring, we have used what we call dacron. Dacron gives it this nice,
Smooth,
bumpy, smooth
Shape.
shape. And then after that, we have also used the fabric is high quality. And then the frame, we have used cypress wood. Cypress wood is it's a soft wood, but it's very good for the frame for the furniture. So that makes the furniture to be very light and very strong. And then we have also used the high density foam for stuffing the other area. So this is HDF. So which means even if somebody starts, there are some people who like sitting on the arm.
yeah.
That's why you go to some houses, the arms are already flat.
One
Yeah.
arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have used HD foam, HD foam on the arm. So when you sit on it, it's bouncy, it goes in and comes back for a longer period of time. And we have also used HD foam on the back, so which gives it also a long-lasting, doesn't wear out easily. So these are some of the things that when you go to get furniture, first of all ask the type of wood they have used for the frame. Most people will use, like the furniture you'll see on the street. You try to carry this seat, you cannot even carry it. They use blue gum.
Yeah.
And the blue gum, you cannot get blue gum that is dry, so they use the wet wood. So when it dries, it twists. So that will lose the shape for the seat. And then the foams, they don't use the high density foam to do the foam with the stuffing. And also the fabric that they use. The fabric we can always tell.
Yeah.
If you look at this fabric and look at the fabric on the street, you can always tell that this is quality fabric. So those are some of the things that you consider when you're buying furniture. So our furniture here, this one I can guarantee you that this seat, especially the frame, will take you for 20 years. And if you can take good care of this fabric, it will last you 20 years. But if you have kids who will cut it or go abuse on it, at least you can change the fabric.
My seat only lasted 2 years.
Yeah, so so that is a brief that I wanted to tell you about.
Let me ask you a question. So this is a 7-seater.
So guys, this is the beautiful outcome of the concepts. You see this couch?
You have a seat.
Wow.
Feel.
Wow. So this is the one of the products, guys. One of the products. You see this couch? If I had it, it's so beautiful. You know what? I don't want to reveal the place that we are, but it's been a wonderful day. I started my day so well. I'm so grateful, guys. Oh, today I know I'm glowing. It's a beautiful Saturday evening, guys. I'm coming live from Nairobi. So I went this weekend. I wanted to hunt for a house. I'm planning to relocate soon. So I went on a mission, and then we went places. And then I met my friends that we met in Nyabohanse. So in this process of like winding up our meetup, like our videos, we came across, like we had some good news that Mayuguno was near us. So we said that why not? We should meet him. And guys, we are planning to meet tomorrow for you YouTubers. A meetup in town, CBD, Nairobi. I can't miss that, you know? Tomorrow we are going. Yeah, let's see how it goes. So kindly, guys, if you're coming or you are coming for the first time on my vlog, if you are coming here for the first time, consider this to be one of your best channels. Yeah, so we can work together and do a lot of things and walk you around in the city and everywhere that you may be. Yeah.